Checking if a string can be converted to float in Python. I've got some Python code that runs through a list of strings and converts them to integers or floating point numbers if possible. Doing this for integers is pretty easy. Floating point numbers are more difficult. Right now I'm using partition.comma to split the string and checking to make sure that one or both sides are digits. This works, but obviously the if statement for that is a bit of a bear. The other solution I considered is to just wrap the conversion in a try/catch block and see if it succeeds, as described in this question. Anyone have any other ideas? Opinions on the relative merits of the partition and try/catch approaches?
I would just use. It's simple and it works. Note that it will still throw overflow error if element is, for example, 1024. Another option would be a regular expression.
Python 3 method to check for float. Python 2 version of the above. How do I parse a string to a float or int? Always do unit testing. What is and is not a float may surprise you. Syncing exceptions like this is bad, because killing canaries is bad because the float method can fail for reasons other than user input. Do not be using code like this on life-critical software. Also, Python has been changing its contract on what Unicode strings can be promoted to float, so expect this behavior of this code to change on major version updates.
Which will return true only if there is one or no dot in the string of digits. Will return false. Will return false.
TL, Doctor. If your input is mostly strings that can be converted to floats, the try column except column method is the best native Python method. If your input is mostly strings that cannot be converted to floats, regular expressions or the partition method will be better. If you are 1, unsure of your input or need more speed, and 2, don't mind and can install a third-party C extension, fast numbers works very well. There is another method available via a third-party module called fastnumbers. Disclosure, I am the author. It provides a function called isFloat. I have taken the unnoticed example outlined by Jacob Gabrielson in this answer, but added the fastnumbers.isFloat method. I should also note that Jacob's example did not do justice to the regex option because most of the time in that example was spent in global lookups because of the dot operator. I have modified that function to give a fairer comparison to try column except column. On my machine, the output is. As you can see, regex is actually not as bad as it originally seemed, and if you have a real need for speed, the fast numbers method is quite good.
If you want to say more, please consider subscribing.